All right, we're back and we got 10 minutes on the clock. Okay, so let's see. Today is day number 4 and it is May 5th. All right, we got 10 minutes. So let's see here. First of all, I got some updates. Build number 1. Here's a case, Sama SVO2. And then yesterday, sorry, I'm all choked up from like allergies or something, like I keep sneezing. Anyways, this is the combo I showed you yesterday. So it's the CPU, thermal paste, and motherboard combo that we got for $120, I believe. And so there's those 3 items. And then we have 32 gigs of DDR4 memory. And we paid $42, I believe, for that. And then 1 terabyte SSD Gen 4. I believe this was like $50. And then this is the GPU we're going to put into it. We're going full budget. So it's a 1660 Super. We ended up changing plans. So the 3070, the Zotac 3070 I had, we ended up putting it in Hillary's computer. So I basically had the business buy the GPU and the RAM out of Hillary's computer. So I made a mistake. So the white build, I got DDR4 memory instead of DDR5. And so we just put that in Hillary's computer. And then I ordered, obviously, DDR5 RAM for the white build. Excuse me. And so I bought her memory, her 16 gigs out of her computer and the 1660 Super, which makes sense. I wanted to go full budget. Putting the 3070 in there kind of made it weird. The power supply now kind of makes it a little weird. I didn't need to get a 650. I did get a good deal on it. I actually have it on a PVA Galaxy right here, actually. Whoa. So this is $50, and I think this one was 60. I could always throw this one in there. They were both 650 because they were meant to power the 3070. But I'm just going full budget. I was almost put in Hillary's 16 gigs in here instead of this 32. I just think 32 is more appealing since I'm selling this one. Yeah. We got it. This is build number 1. I was going to buy a $20 CPU cooler. Instead, I'm just going to use a stock cooler in this thing. I mean, I'm trying to keep it budget. Some of the things I got a good deal on, but other than that, it's going to be kind of low to mid tier. So yeah, we got this. Boom. Now, what I'm actually pumped about. So I showed you yesterday, this is the motherboard we're using for the white build. Then today, I just got some extra fans. My concern with the fans in the white case I'm getting is if they don't match. I don't want to have like when you set it to all white to where one white is like more bright than a different white. And I'm doing a Thermalright CPU AIO. And I know these will match. So the Montec ones might match, we'll see. If not, I have these for backup. But then, because honestly, trying to get a white power supply, so I'm just gonna throw one of these power supplies in there, either that one or this one. And then right here, we actually have white cable extensions. I can even open a box. Check these out, these are sick, dude. Look at this. White cable extensions. So I can keep all the black cables behind. And then check this out. Look how clean this is. You ready for that? Alright. So then on top of that, you get these little spacers. And you can put in here. Check this out. And then you can kind of pinch all the wires together to keep them perfectly spaced. I don't need to go through and actually waste all the time, but you kind of get the point. You can kind of line them all up all fancy. Like that, the whole thing through. That is sick, huh? Anyway. Anyway, like I said before, I'm pumped about it. All right, so, and then obviously, I showed you guys before the white 3070 to go with it, dude. Full white, not skimping. You know, people always throw like a color, you know, a black graphics card or something in there. Everything is going to be white. This is super cool. So, anyways, let's put that away. Yeah. So, there we are. I'm super pumped. And then a status update for what we're going to do for my dad's computer. He wants me to try to build him a budget computer between $300 and $400. He doesn't game much. He's just going to surf the internet. He has like a couple of games, like an old Battlefield 1942 and Doom. I'll probably have to be able to get a computer to run some decent games. I'm honestly going to have to probably get at least the graphics card used. Oh, I should have brought my chest rig down. That was another thing I want to show you. So I have a GoPro, which I'm going to do for my Facebook deals. And then I have a chest rig that actually mounts a GoPro right here, so I can actually have my hands free. We're going to have to do a used graphics card, and then if I could find a bundle like this again, the CPU bundle with the motherboard, I might do that. I mean, that's going to be a challenge. I'm actually kind of excited for that too, to be able to like, what can I build for 400 bucks? Like, what will it run, right? So it depends on the GPU. Honestly, in a build like that, something like this would probably work super well. 1660 Ti, you can get this for 80 to 100 bucks. Let's see, you can get a Ryzen 5 3600 probably for 40 bucks, 30 bucks. What, B450 used, you can probably get one for 50 bucks. That's hard. That's super hard. I'd almost have to get it all used, unless I got some kind of bundle deal. I saw one earlier, and I should actually check it out, that actually had the RAM, CPU, and motherboard. And that might be worth checking out. That might be doing. That might work. That might work. All right. Well, as far as updates go, that's about it. I don't think I have any other updates. Yeah, I have everything for the first build. I actually have a adjustable height workbench that I'm going to do the build on, so I could stand up. The problem with sitting here, obviously, is it's great for working on the motherboard and stuff like that. But as soon as I have the case down, I'm like looking in, you know, like sometimes you just want to be able to stand up. So I actually have an adjustable height table, and I'm going to bring it up so I can just stand up and work on it like that. I'm excited. Tomorrow we're doing it. So today's the 5th. This is day 4 of this. So tomorrow I'll do our day 5 update, right? And then I am actually going to start working on this. I don't know how to film it. I think what I have figured out, this is my plan for now. I am going to get this camera and just zoom in. Like, every frame is essentially going to be building the computer to just kind of speed up the build process. So I'm going to try to have it really close in when I like slide the graphics card in. As far as like putting the RAM and stuff in, I'm going to try to have this. So I have actually this light right here. This guy, I don't know if you can see it. And this I could attach a phone to, and I could have that right over for the motherboard and have it all zoomed in. I want it to be really close and just kind of walk through the step, like, you know, step 1, you pull the motherboard out, set it on the box type of thing. And we'll go through that relatively fast. And then I'm going to have benchmarking in the process of it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to have like little pop-ups that come up with the price I paid for each part. So as we go through it, I'll be like, this is the part I'm using, you know, this is how much I paid for it. And I'll have like a little pop-up, little window of like whether I got it on eBay, Newegg, Amazon, whatever it is, right? Facebook Marketplace. And then obviously I'm going to try to record the GoPro footage when I get used parts, and then I'll add that into the build video. So there we go. We completed it. 10 minutes. That wasn't that bad. Yeah. Tomorrow I am going to start filming everything. So we're done. See you tomorrow.